Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here. Welcome everybody. And welcome back, DAT Boy Jr. The wait has been so long, I know, but this gigantic 7-foot green-haired icon is back. As of course, I'm sure all of you know, DAT Boy Jr. is the son of the late, great DAT Boy. We tragically lost him a while back, but we do have DAT Boy Jr. to continue his legacy. Just like his father, DAT Boy Jr. started his career as a 1 overall player. We have been training him up, developing him, and trying to get him to a 99 overall, and I feel like it's only a matter of time. To start this third season, DAT Boy Jr. is currently at a 76 overall, which is higher than his father was at this point. It took DAT Boy a little over 3.5 seasons to get to a 99 rating, and DAT Boy Jr. looks on track to maybe beat his father. He has to grow by plus 12 in his overall to match his father at the end of Season 3, and anything past that is just him going even further. Of course, this isn't all just about DAT Boy Jr. There's so much else happening as well. The team he's playing for, Forest Green Rovers, the team that gave this 1 overall player a chance, has rewarded them beautifully by promoting them all the way up to the championship. And we're building a pretty good side that hopefully will be featuring in the Premier League next season. We brought in some pretty high-rated players through pre-contracts, and we've also brought back one other career mode icon. Kenny Prince Schwab, the Portsmouth career mode icon, returned to team up with DAT Boy Jr. An 85 rated superstar was willing to drop down to Forest Green Rovers just to compete and play with the son of the late great DAT Boy. And I'm sure he won't be the only one. There's many other players and many other icons that will be joining DAT Boy Jr., I am sure. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, we've got some pretty reasonable depth for a championship side. We've still got Quealy Fang kicking around as well, the ex-Bayern Munich legend. I wanted to play him a lot more often, but unfortunately his overall growth maybe hasn't been as rapid as, say, DAT Boy Jr.'s has. Speaking of overall growth, it is time for the first batch of training drills. Of course, at this point, it's really not the drills that are helping his overall soar, it's just natural growth that hopefully will get him there. And that's what makes it interesting. Hopefully we'll really see his physical stats go up as well, because as brilliant as some of his technical stats are, look at that pace. It's absolutely just, oh. He's got 25 strength for a bloke that's 7 foot tall and built like a bloody tank. To be fair, he does only weigh like 178 pounds. The exact same weight as his father actually, except the only difference was DAT Boy was 5 foot tall and DAT Boy Jr. is 7 feet tall. His father was horrifically overweight, yet he's borderline malnourished. Someone please give this man a donut. I'm really hoping to see the physical side of his stats really start to grow, and hopefully he may even crack into the 90s by the end of this season. Again, going further than his father did. I tell you what I have been doing as well. I've also been doing some youth scouting just to try to build up the youth academy, try to hopefully find some superstar players through the youth system as well. We've also come across this lad as well. My scouts have found Antonio Costa, 6'4" goalkeeper from Italy. Something about Italian goalkeepers, you know they always produce. He's got a ripping potential. His overalls may be a bit of a way off at the moment, but I'm sure he'll develop, and maybe we might be seeing this lad in the starting 11 in the future as well. We are getting very close to the first game of the season, and even though the training is being very arduous, very slow, look at the overall, 78 already. He's already grown by +2 in his overall in just 1 month, and it happened randomly. He just randomly shot up to a 78. If he grows by +2 every single month for the rest of this season, he probably won't get to a 99, but he's surely going to be in the 90s. Are we going to see DAT Boy Jr. surpass the likes of Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo and become the highest rated player? But we have reached game 1 of the championship season. We're going up against Bristol City, and it's DAT Boy Jr.'s first competitive game of the season. We want 3 straight promotions. We want to go straight up to the Premier League. We need to get off on the right foot. DAT Boy Jr., time to show him what you're made of. Here we go then. First game of the season's about to get underway. Our push for the Premier League starts right here. Quealy Fang is ready. Kenny Prince Schwab is ready. DAT Boy Jr. Oh, no way. Are you seeing this? Superboy Jr. is back already. It's only the first game of the season. I am shocked. I have no idea what has brought this on. You know what? Let's just embrace him while he's here. Fasten your seatbelts, people. This is going to be fantastic. Okay, so Dat Boy Jr. is back, and at halftime, the score is 10-0. No surprises for guessing, but all goals were scored by Dat Boy Jr. or Superboy Jr. I mean, who do you give it to? I have no idea what's going on. It's a Superboy transformation out of thin air. I guess all I've got to do is see out the second half then, but the game's over. And see Dat Boy Jr. making a move here. I'm going to cross it in. It's not going to find him, but it's going to find Leonard instead. 11-0. Well, if anything, we're starting off with 3 points, but we're also starting off with a hell of an advantage on the goal difference. Kenny Prince Schwab, oh, we're not going to be able to get Dat Boy Jr. a goal in the game. I know that he technically scored 10, or at least he's going to be credited with 10. Look, he's walking away with the match ball. He took 22 shots in the game. It's Dat Boy Jr. that walks away with the match ball, but really, it's all Superboy Jr.'s work, let's be honest. A little disappointing and maybe a tad alarming that I couldn't actually score a goal with regular old Dat Boy Jr., but Superboy Jr. can bang in 10 and a half, no problem. Well, straight out of that game, continuing on with training, and I just need to sort of digest what happened in that game. There has only ever been before today 2 recorded Superboy transformations. Dat Boy in the Champions League final and Dat Boy Jr. in the promotion playoff final. Both of those times, they were under extreme circumstances where they had to pull out something special, and that was what brought on the transformation. But this is just the first game of the season. At first I thought it was being 99 rated that would allow a Superboy transformation like we saw in the Champions League final with Dat Boy, but then Dat Boy Jr. in the playoff final evolved when he was like in his 40s. He was a super low overall. I remember he was just playing like garbage and I didn't even want to believe that he was Dat Boy's real son, but then he pulled out the transformation and it was all but assured. I'm trying to connect the dots. I'm trying to figure out what the similarities are, but this is just a random transformation at the beginning of the season. No extreme circumstances, no nothing. He's just transformed at the beginning of the season. I mean, if anything, he's certainly shot himself way up to the top of the bloody Golden Boot race, that's for sure, with 10 after 1 game. I don't know what brought it on. I don't know if he decided to randomly pull out a transformation at the beginning of the season. There are too many questions. Let's just play through the rest of the season. Let's continue this, and we'll try to figure it out as we go along. That's weird. I'm trying to give him drills, but it's not letting me. He's not on international duty or anything, so what's going on? Oh no, this is a disaster! Dat Boy Jr. has suffered a broken toe and is out for 6 weeks. I guess there's nothing really we can do except just advance forward for when he's healthy again. We'll see if his overall goes up, but I'm not sure. And look, while this is obviously awful that we can't train Dat Boy Jr. now, I'm going to take this as an opportunity. Queenly Fang's taken a little bit too long to catch up to the rest of the team, so I'm going to give him some drills. And Antonio Costa, our 60 rated goalkeeper, our Italian goalkeeper that we found in the youth academy, he could be one of our own, so why not? Let's give him a call up. I am training players that aren't Dat Boy Jr. This just feels weird. It feels a bit wrong, to be honest, but look at bloody Costa pulling out the 2A rated training drills. Unbelievable work ethic. What's going on with you, Queely Fang? Advanced defending, the one training drill that is actually important to you. And take a look at this. The 6 weeks have gone by. Dat Boy Jr. is back and he can begin training once again and playing games, but I've noticed something. Dat Boy Jr., despite being injured, despite not playing any games, despite not doing any training at all, has still gone up to an 80 rating. He's still continuing to grow even when injured. He can sit at home on the couch for a month and a half, do absolutely nothing, and somehow find a way to become an even better footballer. It is up to him to beat his father to that 99 rating. We are now currently at the beginning of December, so about a good couple of months into the season, and we have seen Dat Boy Jr. go up from an 80 to an 81. He's really only going up by 1 overall per month, and let me tell you, almost none of that is down to training. It's just natural growth. He just basically goes up an overall every single month. But I tell you what, the one thing that's got me very excited is this. Have a look at the sprint speed and the acceleration that's really going up, especially the sprint speed up by 10. We're only about, I'd say, a little over a third of the way into the season, yet that sprint speed seems to be soaring. Could this hopefully be, finally, the season in which we see Dat Boy Jr.'s physical stats actually soar, and maybe his pace can finally go up above, oh, I don't know, something like 40. And just checking in with our Premier League promotion campaign, we are currently sitting in 5th, only just in the top 6, so as much as I would have loved to have finished in the top 2, it's starting to look like maybe it won't be that straightforward or simple. And hell, it looks like we're just battling to get in the top 6. Another month passed, another single overall change for Dat Boy Jr. up to an 82. It looked like he was going to fly at the beginning of this season, but unfortunately, his overall has kind of stagnated a little bit, and maybe that's a bit unfair. He's growing by 1 overall every single month. It's basically just a given. Stat-wise, I mean, he's he's doing okay, but let's not forget that 10 of those goals as well came when he transformed into Superboy Jr. If the only way that he can really stand out and be a star in the championship is for him to evolve into 100 rated Superboy Jr., then that is not a good sign. Of course, being in January, I have been making some additions into the team, like some superstar players. Samu Castillo, I'm really looking forward to bringing him in, hopefully for a Premier League season. We've got Enzo Fernandez, who's another player who should hopefully bolster up the midfield quite a fair bit. And then Yaya Banana. He's got a lot of potential, this kid. Can you imagine a Yaya Banana, Queeley Fang centre-back partnership when they're at their prime? We would never concede a goal ever again. But those players are coming in, hopefully some other pre-contract signings as well to join us next season, hopefully in the Premier League. And I am also working behind the scenes to make some other signings that we'll just keep under wraps for now. I'm going to advance ahead toward the end of the season, not maybe all the way, but have a look at where we are on the table. We're currently still in that top 6, and it doesn't look like we're maybe in with a slight chance of going automatically up in the top 2, but it looks like hopefully we should secure a top 6 spot at least and have to do it through the playoffs. We just signed a bunch of 80 rated players on pre-contracts. I don't imagine they'd be too happy if they were playing in the championship. And again, look at these names. Kenny Prince Schwab, 87 rated. Dat Boy Jr., 82 rated. Queeley Fang, for crying out loud. Yes, he may only be 62 rated, but he used to play for Bayern. He's got standards to keep. The only reason he came here was to play with Dat Boy Jr. in the first place. Doesn't mean he's going to stick around if we ain't getting to the Premier League. The time is right now. We've made the pre-contract signings. I brought some players in this window as well. We're all set and ready to push on. We will continue to train Dat Boy Jr., but it is time to advance to the end of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this.
Mendes Lang. The shot's off! Right from the kick-off. They look like scoring, they have now. And what a good goal. Really getting at the opposition this far up the pitch now. And it's a shot now! Wonderful goal. Well, in cup ties, winning is all that matters, and they have won. Quarter-finals of the Emirates FA Cup. He's put him in. Here's a chance. I like the look of this attack. Sent through. In on the goalkeeper. Threading it through. Needs to stay cool now. Must score. What a big goal that might turn out to be. Well, that's the quarter-final over with. They're through, and they're through into the semi-finals. Great feeling for them. Join us as we bring you all the action from Wembley. And this Emirates FA Cup semi-final is underway. Shoots! Couldn't quite keep it down. Great chance! Taken the lead here in the dying moments. Well, this place is absolutely jumping. They are the winners.
So people, here we are at the end of the season, and what a ridiculous second half of the season it was. Dat Boy transformed again into Superboy Jr. We have never seen ever 2 Superboy transformations in one season. Except the thing is, he transformed not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times in one season. One in some random championship game in the middle of the season against Norwich, and then again in just another random championship game away at Ipswich. At any random point with no prior warning, Dat Boy Jr. just seems to evolve into this higher being, this power, whatever it is. I almost wonder if he's even in control of it. Basically what I'm saying is surely he can't sustain being Superboy Jr. He can't sustain being a 100 rated player. Otherwise, surely he'd just be 100 rated all the time. I just have so many questions and so little answers. What is this power? But regardless, obviously this means beating Tottenham in the semi-finals, we have made the FA Cup final. Little old Forest Green Rovers has made it to the FA Cup final, but our opponents are Manchester United. We face off with him again. Max Power. Just as I have so many questions about Superboy, I have so many questions about Max Power. Like, where did he come from? How was he 99 rated? How have I never heard of him? I don't know his origin. I don't know where he came from. Last season, I was just continuing to train Dat Boy Jr. I was continuing to develop him. We got matched up in the FA Cup against Manchester United earlier on, and that's when we found him. That's when we discovered Max Power, and apparently the fact that he was a 99 rated player for them, just doing phenomenal. I didn't know if he was a youth academy player that was promoted, or a glitch player, or anything. But there's no record of a Max Power anywhere. Max Power and Manchester United stand in the way of Dat Boy Jr.'s first ever title. And you have got to be insane if you think we're going to let him do it. I don't care if he's 99 rated. Look at him. He is a midget in comparison to Dat Boy Jr. He is going to get bodied. Except Max Power's strength is like 99 and Dat Boy Jr.'s is like 50. But who bloody cares? Look at the size difference between these two. This is like if Demetrius Jackson fought Anthony Joshua. We are taking home this first title. Come on, boys, and come on, Boy Jr.
It is the big day in the Emirates FA Cup season. It is the final, of course. Two terrific teams about to go head to head.
And we are underway. Come on, Dat Boy Jr. Come on, Kenny Prince Schwab. Come on, Queely Fang. Come on, Antonio Costa. Remember the Youth Academy goalkeeper that we signed as well. I've chucked him into this game just because Mika, my actual goalkeeper, has been a little bit too disappointing recently. Oh no! Horrible turnover! What a save from Costa! Oh my goodness! How are we not 1-0 down right now? I knew it. I knew I should have been playing him earlier. This is unbelievable. He's got no hair. I don't care. What a save. If we go on to win this, that is it. That is the most iconic save. I can't believe I nearly completely threw away the FA Cup final in the first 10 minutes of the game. I can't believe It was a good save. Come on, boys. After a save like that, they've got to be demoralised. We have got to pounce. All right, we've given away a free kick here right on the edge of the box, and this is not good. Something I forgot to tell you guys is that I did a bit of digging on Max Power, and it turns out that not only is he 99 rated, but his free kick accuracy is... He's never missed a free kick. You better not do it, you bastard. You better not! Just one. Would you one day miss one? Max Power has never missed a free kick in his life. Not once could you ever. Just let it... Oh. Come on, man. How is that even possible? How can you score from a free kick every single time? Oh my God, it's true. It's true. I genuinely didn't believe it. I thought it was just like a glitch or something. No, he scores every single free kick. Okay, sure. He's got 99 free kick accuracy, 99 shot power, 99 curve, but like it's still 99. It's not 100. It's not 100%. You've got to miss one. I just cannot fathom it. He is so good at free kicks, Max Power, that he basically turns any foul outside of the box into effectively about as good a chance to score as a penalty. It's just bullshit. How does one player honestly get that good? Where the hell did you come from, Max Power? Well, the first half is over and we really didn't do anything in it except for witness an amazing, brilliant save by Costa, only for him to concede a free kick to Max Power, which, again, we have learned, do not fucking touch Manchester United players. Any free kick outside the box is effectively a goal. That is definitely going to make things pretty goddamn hard for me. I'm just going to be totally honest with you. Dat Boy Jr. is on the wrong side here, but I'm going to cross it in anyway and hope for the best. Kenny Prince Schwab wins the header. A bit of role reversal. Well, you normally want Kenny Prince Schwab, the winger, crossing it into the 7-foot-tall striker. Why not swap things up a bit? Dat Boy Jr. showing that he doesn't just have the finishing ability, he can whip in a ball as well. What about that for a header from KPS? Perfect placement, absolutely pinpoint coming in off the post. Nothing David De Gea could do about it. We needed someone to step up, and really, it's Dat Boy Jr. with a fantastic cross, but Kenny Prince Schwab that sticks it in the back of the net. On your KPS, it's 1-1. Let's go. Oh, Martial, he won the header, but Costa's there with another flying leap. He is an insane goalkeeper. Can see the ball in here. Why not go for it? Dat Boy Jr. I went for something spectacular. Maybe not to be. Would have been nice though. Would have been good, but he just couldn't keep it down. And I think that might be full time, which means this FA Cup final has to go to extra time. We just have not really been able to do much in this game. We got one chance, one great cross from Dat Boy Jr., one pinpoint header from Kenny Prince Schwab, but that's really been it for us. We just haven't been able to break the game open, honestly. It's been too tough. United's on the attack here. Martial, stay in front, please. Boye. What? No way! No fucking way! No! You're having a laugh! We got to see this on the replay. I don't know. I feel like he got the ball, but he maybe took him out. I don't believe this. I don't fucking believe this. Max Power's going to step up. What way does he go? I'm saying left. Ah, fuck's sake. Oh, I can't believe it. I fucking hate this little prick. I genuinely, Max Power, please die in a fire, honestly. I've guessed the wrong way. He probably like read my mind or some shit. He's got like 99 mental. He's got telekinesis or some point at this fucking point. I'm so mad. What a finish. What a fucking penalty. I hate him. I genuinely hate him with every fiber of my being. Max Power, you just know. We are just screwed. We are screwed in this game. We are screwed going up against Max Power. And if we were to come back from this, it would be marvelous. I didn't want to do it, but I feel like we've got no choice. I may have forgotten to mention it, but we did make a signing. Bloody marvellous signing. Marvellous fucking Nakamba is united with the son of Dat Boy. I didn't want to let him loose until the Premier League, but we need him now more than ever. Dat Boy Jr. and Marvellous Nakamba share the pitch for the first time. It is half-time in extra time, and we need something in these next 15 minutes or our FA Cup dreams are over. We'll work it out to the left. Great pass from Nakamba. Kenny Prince Schwab is running. The defence really isn't here. We can cross it back here. It'll be Mendes Lang's blown it over. I can't believe it. Why did I trust in anyone except for bloody Kenny Prince Schwab, Dat Boy, maybe Queely Fang, and of course Marvellous Nakamba. Everyone's at the back. Look at the space though that we've got here. Look at Queely Fang go through up the middle. Queely Fang, can he shoot? Queely Fang! It's not enough! I don't believe it! It's persistent! What Marvellous Nakamba? The Queely Fang done it! I don't believe this! We're on a line attack! He's gone forward and scored. This is extraordinary. He baits out that one defender, creates the space for Queely Fang. We're on all-out attack. I thought it would be Dat Boy Jr. It's surely gone through a pair of legs and only just avoided De Gea. And now it is a foul by Max Power on the edge of the box. And we have a chance in the 120th minute to win it from a free kick. Dat Boy Jr., please, this is your moment. Queely Fang has scored, assisted by Nakamba. You've assisted Kenny Prince Schwab. This is your moment. Your counterpart, your rival Max Power, he hit the back of the net. It's your time. Dat Boy Jr. steps up. And wait a minute. Wait a minute. No way could it be. It is. It's Super Boy Jr. Oh, look who decided to show up for the last kick of the game to win us the FA Cup. Super Boy Jr. to win us the FA Cup. He's missed. What the hell happened? Superboy Jr. appears just to take a free kick at the end of the game. You think surely he's going to do it. You think surely this is the moment. We're going to win the FA Cup final in the 120th minute with Superboy Jr. taking the free kick. But as he's going to take it, he turns back into Dat Boy Jr. I tell you what I think's happened. I think he's buggered. I think he's pulled out Superboy Jr. at the most random points in the season, and now, at the very end of it, when we need him the most, he's got no energy for it. He couldn't hold his Superboy form for the 1 second we needed him to. He went back to Dat Boy Jr. and fluffed his free kick. And here we are at penalties. What is this FA Cup final? So, the FA Cup comes down to this. Pogba takes the first. Oh my God, he's dinked us. He's Panenki'd on the first penalty. Pogba, please. I know you're a World Cup winner, but you don't do that. Up steps now. Dat Boy. I don't believe it. My God, no, he's missed. Martial. You don't do it! Oh, what a save! What a save! He's amazing! Antonio Costa! And now we resume again. Kenny Prince Schwab, we need you to deliver here, son, please. Yes, he's done it. Come on. It's tied up again at 1-1. Here we go. Matchit steps up. Does Costa have another amazing, brilliant, world-class save into me? Oh my God, it gets underneath him. Time now for marvelous Nakamba. And he's put that in the roof of the net. No chance for even De Gea. Now comes Mkhitaryan. I thought for some reason he'd go down the middle. Mendes. Lang is going to step up for this one. And off the woodwork. No. No. Who's stepping up to take it? Who's stepping up to... It's Max Power. Anyone but him. Please. No. Please. I cannot believe it. After all we did to get to this point, the entire season, the whole tournament, we make it to the final, we force penalties, and we blow it. Manchester United win the FA Cup final. Max Power scores the winning penalty. Max Power lifts up the FA Cup trophy. It was always going to be, he was always going to have the final say, wasn't he? They're like, no one else. No one else in that Manchester United team. It had to be him. Even a marvellous Nakamba substitution, which did change the game a little bit, to be fair. It definitely got pretty hectic toward the end of things, but it still wasn't enough. And I'll tell you what too, Manchester United has become the nemesis of the DAT boys now. DAT boy senior, of course, nearly lost a Champions League final against Manchester United, and now DAT boy junior loses an FA Cup final against Manchester United, and Max Power, who plays for them, basically becoming his rival. Well, as flat and as broken and as just devastated as I am after that result, I can at least hang my hat on this. We did get promoted. We will be in the Premier League next season, which means we're getting at least 2 shots at Manchester United and 2 shots at Max Power. Let's just wrap up this season. Let's get it out of the way because I'm not in the mood. Not after losing the FA Cup final like that. But DAT Boy Jr. got 35 goals for the season. That isn't too bad. From 51 appearances, really started to pick it up toward the end. Of course, his overall, however, didn't end up being exactly what I thought it would be at the end of this season. He's at an 87, which means he is now behind his father, who was 88 overall at the end of the 3rd season when we were doing it with him. DAT Boy Jr., who was ahead of his father all this time, has now slipped behind DAT Boy Senior in the race to 99 overall. And despite the lower overall than we first initiated, despite the loss of growth, we have not slowed down in one specific area. The physical attributes, specifically the pace. Have a look at this. He's gone up by plus 30 in his pace in one season. So basically, he's doubled his pace in one season, essentially. My mood is not sensational right now. The vibe is a bit dead, but seeing a 30+ increase to the pace makes me very happy. But Season 3 is over. Bring on Season 4 and bring on the Premier League. Thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And until the next one, my name is the MasterBucks. Have a good one.